Hello everyone, welcome to MMA at Midnight. I'm your host Shant Yeretzian. In this week's episode, we're going to preview Bellator 197, Mike Chandler versus Brandon Gertz, and we're also going to preview UFC on Fox 29 with Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. So stay tuned, we're going to cover all those fights right now. Let's get started with the Bellator 197 that's taking place on Friday. In the main event, we have Mike Chandler versus Brandon Gertz. This is going to be a really good fight. Brandon Gertz, I know he's got a bunch of losses on his record, but he's a good fighter, tough, durable. He brings it. He's in great condition. He's used to going the distance. He's had 7 decisions on his record. So if Chandler doesn't finish him or he doesn't finish Chandler, look for this to go to decision. Both these guys have the gas tank. Chandler's always in great shape. He's coming off that win over Goichi Yamauchi. That was his comeback fight after the losing his belt with that injury against Brent Primus. So the main event should be a good fight. Look out for that. We also have AJ McKee versus Justin Lawrence. This should be exciting. 2 young guys. Justin Lawrence has been around a bit longer, but he's still young in his age. But AJ McKee, undefeated. He's going to be a big star one day. He's been doing great in Bellator. His talent, his skill level is really growing. Justin Lawrence, we know he's an exciting fighter. He's on a 2-fight win streak now, so look for him to try and continue that. He's had some bumps up and down his career from when he was in the UFC and the Ultimate Fighter, but we'll see if he can. After this 2-fight win streak, he's looking good. But AJ McKee, he's just a destroyer. He's young. He's well-rounded. He's good everywhere. So let's see what happens in this fight. That'll be a good co-main event to keep an eye on. Also on this card, we have Baby Slice Kevin Ferguson Jr. taking on Devin Brock. Baby Slice, Kimbo Slice's son. He's got a 2-1 record. He's on a 2-fight win streak. He seems to be doing really well right now. Let's see if he can keep that momentum going early in his career. He's facing Devin Brock, who's 1-0. He won his debut fight against Conry Gracie. So look for him to build off that momentum, and let's see if he could take out Baby Slice. Also on the card, we have Logan Storley versus Joaquin Buckley. Both these guys, up-and-comers, have good records. Joaquin Buckley, 8-1. Logan Storley, undefeated, 7-0. He's probably the more well-known of the prospects, of the 2 prospects. So look for this to be a good fight. This is Joaquin's 5th Bellator fight, so he's got some experience in the Bellator cage. So this should be a good fight. Keep an eye out for these 2 prospects and see who will win on that. So that'll cover the majority of the fights. Those are the main fights on the card that you want to keep an eye out for in Bellator. Also, if you can watch the prelims, they always have exciting prelims with up-and-comers. So, yeah, Bellator 197 looks like a good card. Tune in for that on Friday. Also, let's get started with the UFC on Fox 29, Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. This is a really good card. It's a stacked card. Lots of good fights. This main event, we'll start with that. Poirier's coming off that win over Pettis. He won by submission. So Poirier's he's got some momentum now. He's doing really good right now in lightweight. Justin Gaethje, we know he's only 18-1. He only lost that 1 fight to Eddie Alvarez. We know he comes swinging. He's gonna bring the fight. Exciting style that he has. I'm looking forward to seeing Justin Gaethje back in there again. Let's see if maybe he tightens up his game. He can be a bit reckless at times, but Poirier's looked a lot more disciplined lately. He doesn't brawl or get caught into the throwdown like he used to. Let's see if Justin Gaethje is going to be more disciplined this fight, and let's also see if Gaethje starts brawling like he usually does. If Dustin Poirier can still stay composed and not get drawn into the brawl in this fight. So this should be an exciting match either way, and we'll see what style ends up playing out between these guys. We also have Carlos Condit coming back. He lost his last fight when he came back against Neil Magny. It was a tough loss, tough decision loss for him. He just didn't look like he was firing on all cylinders. So let's see if he's going to do better. He's fighting Alex Cowboy Oliveira. This dude is tough. He's a gritty fighter. He's well-rounded. He brings it. He's got a chin. He lost his last fight against Yancy Medeiros. That was that war. They were going at it. It went to the 3rd round. He ended up getting stopped in the 3rd round, but it was a hell of a fight between him and Yancy Medeiros. So keep an eye on the Condit Oliveira fight. That should be really good. Also, we have Israel Adesanya in his second fight in the UFC. This guy's, if you haven't watched the Style Bender, he's exciting. He had a kickboxing background, really unique striking style that you want to keep an eye out for. This dude is going to be the future. If he can get this win, he's fighting Marvin Vettori. If he can get a win over Marvin Vettori, that's going to be really good. Marvin Vettori, he might not be the biggest name, but he's well-rounded. He's got a good ground game. He's got decent stand-up. So let's see what happens in this fight. Last fight, he went to draw with Omari Akhmedov. So Omari Akhmedov is a tough dude. So Marvin Vettori went the distance with him. This is going to be a good test for Israel Adesanya. I'm looking forward to seeing him come back, and let's see if he's going to be putting on those flashy striking moves from kicks, punches, those weird angles, his footwork. I'm looking forward to seeing him back in action. We also have Michelle Waterson fighting Courtney Casey. Michelle Waterson's on a 2-fight losing streak. She lost to Tisha Torres and she lost to Rose Namajunas. Both tough competitors, both those women losing to them. There's no shame in that, but she definitely needs to get back onto the winning track. So let's see if Michelle Waterson can do that. Courtney Casey's coming off that tough split decision loss to Felice Herring. So I'm guessing she's going to be hungry. She's not going to want to go to the judges. She's going to try and get in there and finish Michelle Waterson. So look out for that fight. Also, a couple other fights on the card you want to keep an eye on. We have some good fights on the prelims as well. We have Arjun Buller coming back. He's 7-0 undefeated. Yushin Okami, throwback name for all you guys. He's fighting Diego Lima. Wilson Hayes is fighting John Moraga. And we also have Antonio Carlos Jr., Shoeface, fighting against Tim Boach. That should be a great, exciting fight. Both those guys bring it. They're exciting. Good grapplers, but don't be surprised these guys bang it out. We might see some stand-up between these guys. They both like to bring the fight to their opponents. We've all seen Tim Boach in the past. He can be very aggressive, shows his power. And Shoeface, he's just been doing good. He's a great competitor. So keep an eye on those fights as well. Lots of good fights on the UFC on Fox 29. Definitely tune in for those. Tune in for the Bellator on Friday. Thank you guys for joining me. Enjoy the fights this weekend, and we'll see you for the post-fight show. Thank you. Bye.